Today I am in Montevideo, Uruguay. So this is my 6th continent. First time in South America. The only continent left to explore is Antarctica, which maybe that will happen one day, who knows. I was a bit worried about coming here. I'm still a little bit worried, even though I'm walking around right now with my GoPro. But I don't know, it seems okay. It's just the streets are a bit deserted, so I need to be a little bit cautious. It's better to be where it's busy and there's lots of people. I'm now in Plaza La Constitución, I think. I really should have learned a bit of Spanish before I came. It's a nice square here. The fountain isn't on, but to be honest, the colours of the leaves, the feel of autumn, it is quite pretty. So just across here, that is the Montevideo Metropolitan Cathedral, which I guess means it's quite a modern cathedral. There's a few market stalls here. I need to buy some souvenirs. I'm not too sure what to get yet. This is the gate to the Citadella, which I guess means it's the gate to the city. So actually this place seems a lot nicer than where I was walking around earlier, because where I was walking around, to begin with, the streets were deserted, loads of places were closed, looked a bit dirty. So I was a little bit concerned I was walking around without many people also walking around, but here there's a lot more people, it's a lot busier, so I do feel a bit safer getting my GoPro out, making videos, taking photos. Apparently Uruguay is the safest country in South America. Montevideo may not be the safest city in South America, but it's still considered quite safe. So I think it's just a case of just being cautious, keeping your eyes open, don't flash your phone, don't wear expensive jewellery or anything like that. Across here we've got Palace Salvo. It's quite a big, ornate building. It looks like a hotel to me, but maybe it's something else, I'm not too sure. So this is like the main square in the city, from my understanding. And it's Independence Square, which seems to be the case for a lot of main squares in a lot of different cities around the world. By one of the main roads, there's something called Fonte de los Candados, which translates as the locks fountain. As you can see, you have all the different locks. Are they love locks, like you get on loads of bridges around the world? Let's find out. So the legend says, the legend of this young fountain tells us that if a lock with the initials of two people in love is placed in it, they will return together to the fountain and their love will be forever locked. But some of these locks have been here a long time. What I've seen so far, it doesn't really seem like what I imagined Uruguay to be or Montevideo to be. It just looks like a typical European city, strangely enough. However, there are people dancing in the street, which is one thing I was expecting from South America. Behind me now is Teatro Solis, which I believe means Theatre of the Sun. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly confident of this because there's an engraving of the sun above the name as well. So I think this is quite a popular theatre where a lot of shows are. Camille is going to be on the 31st of May to the 5th of June. So yeah, to be honest, there's not a lot to see in Montevideo. Not that I've seen so far. The weather's not fantastic. I haven't done a lot of research, I've got to be honest. I didn't do a lot of research before I booked everything. But yeah, I mean, it's an interesting city. It's nothing compared to how I imagined it. Nothing like it. It's like, it just feels like a European city. A lot of people seem quite poor around here. There's lots of things that are closed, whether that's due to COVID or not, I don't know. It's probably the worst time of the year to come. I imagine during their summertime, it's a lot busier, more vibrant, a lot more going on. In the winter, not a lot here, to be honest with you. what difference the sun makes. So yesterday it was so cloudy, the sun's out today, and it feels like a totally different city. Yesterday I thought it looked like a kind of gloomy European city. Today, no, today it actually feels like I'm in South America today. And just because the sun's out, it just looks so different. So there's quite a lot of architecture that I must have missed yesterday, or whether or not it looks different with the sun out, I don't know. But there's a lot of quite grand buildings here, which I didn't seem to notice so much of yesterday. But this area is still quite run down. The streets seem to be quite dirty, but you know, it's okay. I feel quite safe walking around in the daytime. Compared to yesterday, I felt a little bit insecure. I have no idea why there's all this paper on the floor. But yeah, I felt a bit insecure yesterday, but to be honest, today I feel fine. I feel quite safe walking around. So I went for a couple of drinks last night. I tried 2 different Irish pubs. The first one didn't have any live music on. The second one was much better because they had live music, but I was so tired. And the one problem I'm really having here, which I should have been prepared for, is the language barrier. So I think out of every single person I've spoken to here, which is not a lot, only one person actually spoke fluent English, and that was a girl on the bus. When I got the bus from the airport, I just asked her for a bit of advice, and she was the only one that seemed to speak fluent English. Everybody else has very broken English, some don't speak English at all. Jose Enrico Rodo, I think is how it's pronounced. Just a nice little park in the middle of the city, only quite small. It actually seems to be busier here than the streets. The streets are absolutely dead. I know it's Sunday, but even yesterday on Saturday, the streets were quite empty. Shops, restaurants and bars weren't open. I think I'm gonna have the same problem tonight because I couldn't find anywhere to really eat. Anywhere that was sort of near my hotel was closed until 8 o'clock, and then there was only a couple of options. I've made it to the other side of the city. I am now on a beach called Playa de los Positos, if that's how it's pronounced. Yeah, it was an interesting walk. I found that where I am now, a lot of the properties seem to be a lot nicer, so I guess this is where the people with more money seem to live, whereas closer to my hotel it seemed to be a poorer district. But I made it to the Montevideo sign, a bit like you get in quite a lot of different capital cities, and I think I'll take a few photos and then get some lunch because I'm starving.